we do. I got an interesting one for y'all today. What is going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and we back with another video. Look, bear with me. I'm coming off a little head cold, right? But nothing is gonna stop this work. Do me a favor, y'all. Run the likes up on this video. Yesterday's video got age restricted because I forgot to bleep out the R word in that clip with Bilal. Literally, that video was about to go crazy and it just got halted because they put an age restriction on it. I was like, damn. I completely forgot to bleep out that R word. It only took like an hour and a half before they age restricted the video. But anyways, by the title of this one, y'all already know what we about to talk about. Now, I know a lot of y'all remember this. I remember it myself. And for a long time, this wasn't talked about. But me and, me and others on the internet was like, yo, why is these videos starting to pop up on my timeline like every other video I scroll, right? I said, wow, TikTok got everything. I was trying to find the original news footage of Britney and Justin Timberlake as far as when they supposedly died back in 2001 from a crash, right? I said, oh shit. Found the original footage, right? So we finna jump right into this one. We finna take it all the way back to June of 2001 when Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears supposedly died in a car crash, right? Let's go ahead and check this news clip out.
A radio rumor on the death of Britney Spears might get two local DJs in trouble. KEGL Radio reported last night that Spears was killed in a car wreck in Los Angeles and that her boyfriend, Justin Timberlake of NSYNC, was in a coma. But it's not true. And Fox 4's Baron James is here with the follow-up. Baron?
Steve, publicists for Spears and Timberlake tell Fox 4 News the pop singers are both alive and well. Still, the Federal Communications Commission is investigating. The Dallas-based radio station's apologizing, but tonight, the shock jocks who've been fined thousands of dollars for past pranks are back behind the mics.
Got some pranks coming up on the show.
Kramer and Twitch up to their usual tricks on KEGL Radio. Not a word this time, though, true or false, about Britney Spears or Justin Timberlake. The shock jocks wouldn't even let listeners who called in say the pop stars' names on the air.
Hey, I just want to tell you your radio station sucks.
A much different broadcast from the same guys on the same show the night before.
I heard Britney Spears died at the age of 19 earlier this evening in Los Angeles, car accident. Alcohol was involved. Justin's in a coma right now.
Kramer and Twitch's erroneous radio report, which referred to a deadly car accident in Los Angeles, was broadcast only in North Texas, but word quickly spread all over the world. L.A. police and fire departments, TV and radio stations were flooded with hundreds of calls from frantic fans.
My heart dropped when I heard about it. I was devastated about it, thinking of what my daughter was going to go through. Her life revolves around Britney Spears.
Sherry McCaskill of Dallas didn't have to break the news. Her 12-year-old daughter, Sarah, had already heard about it from her brother.
I cried and cried and cried. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know if it was true or not. He told me to turn it on to 97.1, and I put it on there, and the first word I hear him say is, Britney did die.
KEGL wouldn't comment to the media, but started broadcasting this apology.
Last night, this radio station erroneously reported an incident involving Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. The Eagle apologizes for any confusion this erroneous report may have caused.
I'm sorry may not be good enough. LAPD.
Now, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Somebody said if it wasn't her, who were the actual couple in the car accident? Then, which I did pull up right here with Scarlett Johansson, someone said the song by Justin Timberlake and Timberland, What Goes Around Comes Around, shows Britney and Timberlake getting into a car crash. And I think that video came out in 2007. Was it? Or was it like 2009? Yeah, it might have been 2009. And they're right. So it was Scarlett Johansson that actually got into the accident, and she was the one that died. Remember, he walked up to her at the end of the video, and she's the one that died, right? So somebody said, absolutely, she died. Too valuable to the industry not to clone her. Someone said, but they did die. It was a fireman who called one of the DJs because they're good friends. The fireman was there at the scene. NSYNC released their last album in 2001. Maybe Justin then went solo as a clone. Someone said, I've heard they both died in one story. Has anyone noticed that whenever there's footage of her, it's always just from TMZ? Somebody said the way they immediately scrubbed this. Also, if this was a prank, wouldn't they have gotten sued? R.I.P. The real Britney Spears. The world is a stage. Somebody said, I vividly remember seeing this on the news in the early 2000s. Y'all, everyone is on the same page as this. And now remember Britney Spears' Mona Lisa song, right? Remember, so it goes, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a little story to tell about Mona Lisa and how she suddenly fell. Now, see, everyone knew her. They knew her oh so well. Now I am taking over to release her from her spell. She's the original. She's unforgettable. She wanted you to know she's been cloned. It's kind of incredible. She's so unpredictable. She wanted you to know she's been cloned. She's been cloned. She was taken under, drowning in her seat, running like an angel. She was crying but could not see. Now everyone's watching as she starts to fall. They want her to break down and be a legend of the fall. Again, she's the original. She's unforgettable. She wanted you to know she's been cloned. Why would you make a song like that and release it? Think about it. Why would you make a song like that and then release it? Now, check out this other clip. Supposedly, this guy is still on TikTok or something to this day, but I think this is one of the DJs from that radio station that first, released it, that Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears had died in a car crash. Check this out, y'all.
2001, our hotline rings while we're doing our show on 97.1 The Eagle in Dallas. It's from a friend of ours who's a firefighter for Los Angeles County, California. He says that he just witnessed Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake in a car accident. Gave us a couple of more details. We went on the air, we told the story. Little did we know, we were the only ones that anyone got through to in the media to tell the story. All this happened so quickly. Within 30 minutes, our hotline was ringing from affiliates in Miami, Cincinnati. We got calls from the BBC. We got calls from all over the world. The next thing that happened was our agent, who at the time was Norm Schrut. Norm Schrut is no longer with us anymore. He asked what was going on, what happened. He had been getting phone calls. We told him the truth. He said, tonight after your show, go home. Do not go anywhere. Do not answer the phone. I'm taking the next flight from Atlanta to Dallas, and I will handle it. Within about 5 hours, Norm showed up and said that we had a flight booked at that moment to go to Los Angeles. We get off the plane in LA. We get in this black SUV looking deal. We drive about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we go into a parking garage, what looked like a parking garage, went down and down and down and down, probably to about the 7th floor beneath the ground. Huge garage door opens up, and what we saw blew our minds. And I have pictures. Sooner or later, on this channel, I will share those pictures of the...
Now, what he's saying is that he has pictures. This is one of the DJs that broke the story originally. This was clearly a ritual, and I don't believe that they were just two regular DJs. Obviously, they had to have something going on in order to be a part of this ritual. Someone also brought up Kevin Hart and his car crash. Remember, like how he survived that insane, and there was no way that he actually survived that crash when you saw what happened to the car and so on. Everybody thought Kevin Hart actually died in that car crash. And Kevin Hart openly admitted that he has multiple clones of himself, even though he did it in a joking way.
You do it. I look on Twitter, there you are. Facebook, there you are. Television, there you are. How do you do it?
I have a clone.
I was going to say that. There's two of you.
Cat's out the bag. Okay? It's about a good 3 of me. We broke it. They didn't want to release it yet. This is major news that I'm giving you.
All right.
I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm cloned.
Somebody said there must be a lot of NDAs expiring this year. Y'all, these videos aren't old. These videos pop back up and were starting to be shared just like a week or two ago, all the way up to just a couple of days ago. So somehow, some way, this junk just started recirculating on TikTok. Someone says she died in 2001. Someone brought up the what goes around comes around video again. Somebody said probably a planned accident to clone them and keep all the money. Exactly. But there was another clip I saw of Candace Owens. She actually talked about it as well. And she was like she don't believe that Britney is cloned. She believed that she was MK Ultra. And that's why she was forced into that 13-year conservatorship that we already did a video on. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I can very well much believe that they both died in 2001. People don't understand how real the technology of cloning actually is. Somebody said they clone Tyrone for no reason. Exactly. And if you remember the story that he just told about going underground, like 7 stories underground, remember it was the same thing and they cloned Tyrone. They had to go underground in like this random looking trap house, basically, and boom. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole cloning center down there. So think about it. Think about that, y'all. This right here is a crazy ass story. Let's I think I got another one that's another old news clip, just to kind of, see what they were talking about back in those days. Check this out.
Dead or alive, we get to the bottom of a media hoax about a fatal car crash for Britney and boyfriend Justin Timberlake. E.T. has learned what happened to the radio disc jockeys who started the rumor and where Britney and Justin are today.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
The truth behind rumors that Britney Spears died is our top Hollywood story. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Goen.
And I'm Mary Hart. The report spread like wildfire, claiming Britney and her boyfriend Justin Timberlake were the victims of a terrible car crash. We get to the bottom of the hoax and how it all began first up tonight. Los Angeles police and fire officials were flooded with phone calls from panicked fans Tuesday night after 2 San Jose-based radio hosts reported that Spears had been fatally wounded in a car accident that had also left Timberlake lingering in a coma. But last night, Timberlake was alive and well, performing with NSYNC in Philadelphia. And the couple's publicist has been quoted as saying, "There is no truth to the rumors circulating around the world that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake were involved in a car accident." Representatives for both Spears and Timberlake are looking into the situation to determine the original source of the rumor and if legal action is appropriate. The threat of legal action could be bad news for the DJs behind the phony report, which was also broadcast in Dallas, Texas. Known as Kramer and Twitch, they even told their listeners that LA's Cedars-Sinai Medical Center had confirmed the report.
Now, this part I thought was interesting because somebody said that the Sinai Medical Center was a reprogramming center, or, basically where these Hollywood celebrities would go for reprogramming of MK Ultra or cloning. I mean, we just never really know. But this is what I was saying. This Britney and Justin wreck has been popping up on my FYP all week, and FYP is For You page. Somebody said it again. Why is this all of a sudden on my talk? But it just lets you know, where is this coming from? Somebody said they've been gone for years. It's crazy that this just started popping up. Like, obviously there's still a lot of talk about Britney Spears right now because no one believes that it's actually her that's on Instagram and her TikTok. We just had the thing with her and the Kardashians. Y'all, this shit is deep, man. This one right here of them actually dying back in 2001, this is actually crazy. And this is something I thought was interesting too. Somebody said they never made a public statement. Exactly. All it was their publicists, their representatives, um, Britney and Justin at that time never made a statement about it. Never did. So that's something that's very important to note. Why themselves wouldn't come out and confirm to their fans that, yo, we not dead.
I'm not really sure why the paparazzi have me going on a plane looking like I'm wearing a Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me. I don't know why I have a torch in my hand, honestly. I think my friend accidentally gave that to me. But anyways, it's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow.
So look, she could be joking, like making a joke about getting older, and maybe people could have taken that too far. But people obviously have their concerns because in each video, she doesn't seem herself. She hasn't seemed herself in a very long time. Here's another video of Britney Spears saying that she moved to Mexico.
It really kind of hurts my feelings that the paparazzi make my face look like I'm wearing like a white Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me. They've always been incredibly cruel to me, the paparazzi and pictures and the way they've illustrated me to be. In some of it, I know I'm not perfect at all by any means, but some of it is extremely mean and cruel. That's why I've moved to Mexico.
Like I said, she has apparently moved to Mexico, and I think that this is actually the more relevant part of her speaking about how the paparazzi has treated her throughout her entire life, because this is actually what led to the tragic moment in her life. Britney Spears was so famous. There are very few people in the world who will ever understand the level of fame that she has that she achieved in her lifetime. Maybe like her, Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, all, by the way, who I should say faced very tragic endings in the end, and two of them who had doctors that were involved towards the end. And so Britney Spears, when it comes to her, you have to understand this woman was forced into a conservatorship. I personally believe she was having a breakdown because the paparazzi wouldn't leave her alone and she wanted privacy.
Now, that's very true. What she said, a lot of people can't even really understand. Like, you had to be a teenager or something or alive at that time to really know how famous Britney Spears was. And the fact today that she's still talked about the way that she is, her fame definitely was on another level. One of the most famous musicians of our time for sure. And this is just more people who saying that they know it's not her. Every millennial OG fan knows that's not Britney. Somebody said the lithium destroyed her. That's not Britney. That's not Britney. It's not her. That's not Britney. Who is that? That's not her, y'all. You can't convince thousands and thousands of people of something that they are clearly seeing. It's impossible. When everyone, when there's thousands of brains connecting on, on that what you call it? I used to always talk about it. Man, I can't get it off the top of my tongue, but everybody's like on that same consciousness wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't making this shit up, basically. All right, y'all. I think I'll go ahead and end it right here, man. Y'all let me know what's going on. Please let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Let's make this video do numbers. That being said, y'all, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.